Hi guys, it's Eleni from Breakthrough with Eleni. I hope that you're having an awesome, what day is it? Tuesday. So I haven't done a live in a while and I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about how my clients are able to get rid of their problems without talking about them. And I know this might seem weird to a lot of you guys who haven't worked with me or don't know anything about what I do. But it's super cool. So people who come to me a lot of the time have talked their problem to death. And when I say problem, I mean things like anxiety, depression, PTSD or trauma, feelings of inadequacy, anger issues, and like a lot of things that you would maybe go to traditional therapy or counseling for. And the issue is that my clients have is that they have talked their problem to death and don't feel any better. Right? They're tired of talking about the problem, especially if you've had a very traumatic event, right? You don't want to talk about it anymore. And often the talking about it re-traumatizes the brain so that you end up feeling worse than before. And the more we talk about it, the bigger and bigger and bigger the problem gets, right? You probably have found that in the past, right? Sometimes you need to talk about stuff and get it off your chest, obviously, and you feel better. But a lot of times for more deep-seated issues, it doesn't make it feel better after a while, right? It just makes you feel yuckier and yuckier and you don't feel any better. I have people coming to me who have tried everything almost, well they think, under the sun, and they just feel worse. So the cool thing about my rapid relief method process is that we talk about your problem one time, the first session. And from that, and the type of questioning that I do with you, we're able to figure out the actual root problem. Because generally what people come to me with is a symptom. Anxiety is a symptom. Depression is a symptom. We figure out what the actual real problem is, and then we can work to eliminate it. And we do that by, I'm just leading you through things that you're doing in your own head, in your brain. I don't need to know what the event is. You don't need to talk to me about it. I'm not there to counsel you. I'm there to actually help you get rid of the yucky way that you're feeling. And I don't need to know all the information. We're not here to dissect events and figure out why this person do this and why this happened and blah, blah, blah. All I'm concerned with are the emotions and beliefs that are created from past events. So you don't have to tell me about the trauma. What I care about is, has it created feelings of unsafe, feelings of fear, feelings of panic, things like that, right? That's what's important to me to know. I don't need the rehash, okay? It doesn't make either of us feel very good, and it's not actually helping you. Because we're working in the brain with your neurology, and because that's where all your problems begin, right? And the idea is that your brain's always looking for sameness, right? And so what happens is an event will happen, and your brain, unconsciously, obviously, automatically starts to look for events that have felt the same and created that same emotion. So you might be sitting at work, there might be a certain smell or, I don't know, something that reminds you of that past trauma. Your brain is looking for sameness. It reaches, you can't see my hand motions, but they're pretty intense. It reaches that event and it pulls those emotions forward into today, right? So yes, appropriate to feel that fear or whatever during that past event, but not really appropriate or necessary to feel it now at work in the present moment, right? It's not doing anything for you. So my process, what we're able to do is cut that tie, cut that emotional response so that what's appropriate in the past stays in the past, and now you can separate yourself from those emotions when they're not helping you, right, or serving you at all, so that you can move past all that stuff, be present in the present, and move on with things. And so the past no longer has power over you. In fact, you can often look at the past events and think, oh, that's so cool because now I've learned lessons from that, right? Some people can get to the point where they can actually see those negative events in a more positive light. Some people can't, that's okay. It just kind of stays over there. We don't have to worry about it anymore. It doesn't have to control who we are today, right? So that is super empowering for my clients, right? Because now we can make clear decisions based on like the present, right? Instead of being controlled by all that past stuff. And so generally, any problem that people are struggling with, we can actually get rid of. So, and it's often not the actual problem that you think it is, right? So people will come to me with, I don't know, anger, right? But really, when we, in that first session, try to figure out the root problem, it's really feelings of inadequacy that are coming out as anger. Cool, we can deal with that, right? We can get rid of that. It might be, you know, sleeplessness, insomnia. I've had a lot of clients who've had insomnia, and it's because they feel unsafe, right? And at night, you're very vulnerable when you're sleeping, right? So we work on those feelings of unsafe, because obviously now you're an adult, you're safe in your bed. You don't need those feelings that used to protect you of unsafe, right? We can cut that connection, that neural pattern. So it actually puts you totally in control of your life. So it's super cool. And you don't need to talk things to death, right? Let's just move on from that traditional talking method, because like I said, sometimes it's helpful to talk, right? But I think a lot of people get to a point in their problem where it's not helping them anymore. In fact, it's making them feel worse. And I've had clients come to me after years and years and years of therapies and other things, and they are so sick of their problem. They're living in it all the time. They don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, let's just get rid of it, right? So that's what I can help with. If you have any questions, reach out to me, PM me, hit me up for a meeting. I'm always happy to hop on a call if you want to see if this would be something that would help you. If you hop over to my website, I do have a video on my process, specifically exactly how it works, so you can see if it's something that you would be interested in. But I would love to talk. So, and if you feel like I'm full of crap, let me know, because I would be happy to run through neurologically how all this stuff works. I know it seems very strange and very magical. I have had clients call me a sorceress before, but it's actually very, very scientific when you know the how it works. But a lot of people don't care. They just want to be fixed. And I'm your girl. So I hope you have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, and I'm going to be trying to do a lot more lives. If there are things that you want to know about specifically, and let me know, and I'm happy to chat. So have a good day. Talk to you later.